Can we talk about Ryback?
What? Fuck no, I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, okay.
It's hardcore. It's uncensored. It's On Your Mark with Marquee Extreme.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the most extreme wrestling podcast. It's my favorite time of the week, and I hope it's yours as well. Oh, what fun we're going to have. I'm Skeeter Skyflyer, and with me is, he's a tough guy. He's a meaty, grumpy Gus, but he's also a sweetheart down in his heart. It's Marquee Extreme.
Don't call me a fucking sweetheart. Don't fucking call me Gus. You know, all I am, Skeeter, I'm not grumpy. I'm not a sweetheart. All I am deep down inside is, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mark Extreme, 15 plus years undefeated, backyard wrestling entertainment champion and owner. And on top of all of that, cool ass, funky ass, grumpy ass shit, I am the host of On Your Mark. And every Wednesday via Dragon Wagon Radio, we are deep diving into topics and giving you a perspective like you've never heard before, because there's nobody that can give you a perspective like I can. The 15 plus year undefeated backyard wrestling entertainment champion, Mark Extreme.
And this one's huge. This is episode 52. That means we've been doing this a whole year.
Whole hell of too long of a time. When the fuck are we gonna be done? When is the end? Where's my dick pill money? Where's my fucking, Learjets and fucking maids and butlers?
Are we supposed to get those by now?
You can't tell me all those other fucking rich ass podcast hosts don't have all those things.
You think Conrad Thompson has the butler?
Probably. You think his ass is? You think he's wiping his own ass?
I don't know if he can.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's why they called it a butler.
Yep, that's where the name came from. It's because it started with men that physically couldn't wipe their own ass, and so you hire somebody to do it, and then they're just like, oh, while you're back there, can you make me some tea?
From the butt droppings?
No, I'm just saying while you're doing something, can you do something else for me? And then it just snowballed, and then butlers became people that help you with all kinds of stuff.
That's cool. I hope we get butlers, because wiping is a chore. So today we're talking about Ryback.
Oh hell, feed me more. Okay, all right, Skeeter. I'm not opposed to diving deep into Ryback and dissecting his career he's had thus far, and he's one of the jacked as hell. God dang, we share a lot of similarities. Two jacked ass, fucking kick ass, badass monsters out there ripping assholes, and we also have our own supplement line, and we're entrepreneurs at heart.
Are you bald?
What?
Are you wearing a wig?
What are you fucking talking about? No.
Because you said you guys are the same. Are you bald?
No, I'm not. I mean, we're same in ways. I don't look like Ryback, obviously.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Like, oh, I didn't know Marquee Extreme is bald.
No, and all those people out there, they're like, oh, you wear a bandana because you're bald. No, I have a fucking beautiful head of hair, locks of hair. My hair's prettier than Roman Reigns' hair.
That's true. That's just because he wets his down all the time, which he shouldn't do. It's just naturally beautiful. So thank you to Dragon Wagon Radio for hosting this uncensored show, and be sure to check out other shows on Dragon Wagon Radio, and also check out Apple Podcasts where you can rate and review the show. That helps the show out so much. Leave a 5-star rating and review, and from time to time, Marquee Extreme will pick out his favorites, read it on the air, and send out a free t-shirt to you. Right, Marquee Extreme?
Yep, and that's coming real soon. So be sure to keep listening and get your ratings and reviews in because we're picking a free shirt very soon.
And we have a Patreon, patreon.com/OYM show. That's also a great way to help support the show. Plus, you'll get a lot of exclusive content not available anywhere else, such as Xtreme watch-alongs, where Marquee Extreme and I watch exclusive matches and do commentary over it, and we learn the insides and outsides of wrestling. Plus, you'll get episodes like this podcast and the videos 2 days early on there. You can get a replica Backyard Wrestling Entertainment Championship title, and you can get Extreme shoutouts on this very podcast, right, Marquee Extreme?
Yeah, that's right, Skeeter Skyflyer. It's one of the most valuable perks as part of being a skid mark on our Patreon page. And the shoutouts this week are as follows. Bruce Harmeyer, Melissa Mayette, Jason K, Lame Brain, Flocka 171AC, Dylan Hinton, Tim Redbeard, Spot the Magic Ninja, Leah McLee, Rick Conley, Tom, Angela Elias, Mr. Blix, and Miguel Diaz. Oh, there you have it, Skeeter Skyflyer. Those are the skid marks that keep the roof over the backyard and the food on the table before I buy slam motherfuckers through it. And if you want to be a part of that sick exclusive club that's more sweeter than the NWO and cooler than the Bullet Club, then you need to just march your happy ass on over right now to patreon.com/OIM show.
Let's talk about Ryback. Born Ryan Allen Reeves in Las Vegas, Nevada on November 10th, 1981. Reeves started watching professional wrestling at the age of 8 and was a guest bell ringer at a live World Wrestling Federation event at the age of 12. Marquee Extreme. Okay, I know Calvin can't ring the bell no more because those power lines fell on him at the Backyard Wrestling Entertainment event, Elimination Porta Potty. But Calvin, since he can't ring the bell no more, I was thinking maybe I could ring the bell.
Skeeter, we've tried this before. Every time you in the past have been asked to ring the bell for Backyard Wrestling Entertainment, you've always messed it up. Ding, ding, ding is all you have to do. And for some reason you can't get that pattern down.
Well, it's fun when you ding the bell because you keep dinging it and it keeps making that noise.
Yes, you keep dinging. You get excited.
Yeah.
And you just keep ringing it. And
I just love the sound of that bell.
That's the problem. At some point, you got to fucking stop. And the whole crowd, everybody, all the boys are just like, Jesus Christ. Somebody stop him. And I literally have to go out there and pull you away. And it's you, as I'm pulling you away, you're still swinging at the bell because you're like a child.
It just keeps dinging. And that noise is just so fun. Just ding, 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 ding,
stop,
ding.
Stop. Stop. You're fucking, oh God. Someone needs to ding you in the fucking head.
Well, best to Calvin. I hope everything turns out well soon and he gets out of the hospital because
all of our thoughts and prayers go out to him.
Wanting to become a professional wrestler, Reeves began lifting weights at 12 years old and was nicknamed Silverback as a teenager after a friend joked that he resembled a gorilla, later adopting it as part of his name. Marquee Extreme, what animal do you think you resemble the most?
Well, I don't know, Skeeter. I'm not the best person to answer this. Well, what animal do you think I resemble? Based off my physique and my talents and yes.
And intimidation. I clearly okay. Obviously a bear, but not just any kind of bear, right? Don't you think so? Because you got them claws.
Okay, where are you going with this?
You're furry. I say koala bear. Because you're
fired. You're fired.
For what?
You pissed me off. You pissed me off.
Are you a koala bear?
Yeah, fuck off. I'm not a fucking dumb koala bear. I'm maybe a kick-ass grizzly bear or maybe a kick-ass black bear. Okay, wait, no. Can we fucking I probably shouldn't say that. I don't.
So you're a black bear. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm not a black. No.
Marquee Extreme. You don't want to be a koala bear. You want to be a black bear.
No, I can't. I should not know. I can't say that, Skeeter. It's 2021.
But you did say it's
called cultural appropriation.
Cultural
appropriation. And
What's that?
It's when you shouldn't. There's different cultures, there's different skin colors, there's different people, and that's fine. But you cannot, as a white man, I can't talk about other cultures or appropriation them. So because I'm woke and it's 2021, Skeeter, I'm not trying to fucking get canceled. And also, hey, I'm a good human. So no, I'm not going to say I'm a black bear. Okay.
So use a koala bear.
Use a fucking bitch.
That's not an animal. Oh, I guess it's a female dog. Okay. Look at us. We're a couple animals.
I fucking hate you. Continue.
Love you. Reeves sent a brief 1-minute videotape of himself to become a contestant on WWE's reality television series $1 Million Tough Enough and was invited to Venice Beach with 49 others to compete for the prize. During the first week of training, Reeves suffered from bronchitis and a rib injury, and he eventually became one of the 8 finalists to appear on SmackDown and the last to be voted off. Even though he did not win the competition, Reeves impressed WWE officials enough for them to give him a developmental contract. Can you imagine winning $1 million and a WWE contract? What would you spend your $1 million on?
Oh, thought about this many times. I put a roller coaster in the backyard. If I had a gun to my head, one of the things I do with $1 million, but there's a lot, that's not all that I do with it. $1 million.
If you had a gun to your head and you had $1 million, you should buy 2 guns. So that way you can get rid of that gun that someone's put next to your head.
I didn't mean a literal fucking gun to my head, you dumb bitch. I meant like a fucking metaphorical gun to my head.
You mean like a billy gun?
A billy gun, a fucking shotgun, a fucking Tommy gun, I don't know, all kinds of, there's all kinds of guns.
Okay, so you're going to buy a bunch of guns, you're going to buy a roller coaster, what else you going to buy?
A vacation, finally.
To where?
I have always wanted to go to Dollywood. To be truthful. It seems magical.
That's Dolly Parton's land.
Yeah. Dollywood. And, I go, partially because I have a lot of dream girls. And Dolly Parton's one of my dream girls. And I'd go there where she lives. She lives at Dollywood. And I would go there and I would propose to her. And she would see, oh my God, this guy's jacked. I can kind of see the outline of his massive pekka. And, instantly want to have my children.
Can she have children still? Isn't she an old lady?
Look at her. Dolly Parton is fucking a machine.
That picture you have of her she's a lot younger in this picture.
She looks the same.
Does she?
I'm fully convinced that she, with, another thing that I might do $1 million, because she's got $1 million. And, I got to imagine that there's some kind of technology out there that fucking keeps you young.
I think so. I think there's Botox injections.
Yeah, well then that's what I would do. If I have $1 million, another thing I would do is I'd get fucking Botox injections all over me.
Really?
So I stay young like Dolly Parton's.
That sounds great. Now what? I never heard you listen to Dolly Parton songs. Why do you like Dolly Parton so much?
She's hot as fuck. Them titties.
Yeah, but she's also a great singer-songwriter.
That's just an icing on the cake.
You normally just eat the icing. You don't normally go for the cake. It sounds like you're just going for the cake.
Well, in this case, sometimes you gotta eat the cake first.
Reeves was assigned to train in Deep South Wrestling for most of 2005 and early 2006, and then transferred over to Ohio Valley Wrestling in early March. Reeves then went by the name Ryback and won the OVW Heavyweight Championship on October 15th, 2008, before losing it in the same month. Marquee Extreme, what is a Ryback?
I have to imagine that a Ryback is, similar to like a Terminator. It's like a machine, it's a creature. It's its own entity. Much like me, Marquee Extreme is its own creature, its own being. It's like I'm a machine among myself. And another reason why I feel like I share so many similarities with Ryback.
Are you more machine or more man?
Ugh. Sometimes I don't know, Skeeter. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I stare in the mirror and I'm like, I don't even know who I'm looking at. So it's hard to tell sometimes. What do you think?
I think you're more man.
Well, you don't know anything about me.
Machines don't smell like you.
What do I smell like?
You smell like, well, like, that.
Beautiful, yummy.
Yeah, sometimes. So after a match, you smell real yummy, but then other times.
First of all, don't ever say what you just said ever again.
That's what you said, yummy.
Yeah, but I don't want to hear you say it. When you say it, it's creepy. Continue.
Yeah, after a match, you smell yummy, but then other times, like after you wake up or when you're sleeping at night, you smell like the dumpster.
Wait a second. How do you know what I smell like when I'm sleeping?
Well, do you know what you smell like when you're sleeping?
No, and I don't. How do you? Oh my God!
Because I go in and I smell you because you don't know these things, so I got to help fill in the gaps.
Oh God! If you ever break into my room again when I'm sleeping, I have locks on the door. How the fuck do you get in?
This when God closes the door, you got to open a window.
That is not a saying. That's not a real thing. And if you ever I will call the cops again.
I don't think you will because you sleeping.
Please don't come in my room. If I wake up in the middle of the night and I see you standing over my bed smelling me, I will murder you, Skeeter.
Well, okay, that's fair.
B&E. That's B&E.
I expect to be murdered, but you're a pretty sound sleeper.
You know that's B&E?
What's B&E?
Breaking and entering.
I don't have no bricks.
Fuck. Oh! Don't fucking break in my room at night.
Well, stop locking stuff. Okay, but other times you smell like, that Chinese food restaurant / internet cafe, Lo Ping's?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're dumpsters. You kind of smell like that.
No, I don't. What the fuck? Stop.
You do.
Don't say that. Take it back.
Okay. Today we're talking about Ryback.
No, take back. Don't say that. That hurt my feelings.
That you smell
and
like
take all this shit out of the podcast
that...
of me being sensitive. I don't want anybody to hear this. Will you take this out?
Are you going to cry again?
My feelings are hurt, Skeeter. Hey, how would you feel if I told you smell like a Chinese food dumpster?
I've gone over this. Lo Ping's is a Chinese food restaurant and an internet cafe.
I
do
know.
Great service. Soon they're going to get donuts.
Yes. And I can't wait for that so I can have a one-stop shop. But I'm sorry it offended me a little bit. You said I smell.
I'm sorry for making you cry.
Yeah, fucking asshole. All right, let's take this back in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, today we're talking about Ryback.
No, fuck. Okay, let's just get to a commercial. Skeeter, just get yourself together, Mark. Be professional. Skeeter Skyflyer, if you're hankering for a new wrestling shirt, where's the best place for you to go?
Ross Dress for Less sometimes has them on clearance. So you can get some John Cena shirts there.
No. The best place for you to go to get the best wrestling shirts, but the best On Your Mark shirts is ProWrestlingTees.com/OYM show. There you'll find an amazing assortment of On Your Mark t-shirts, all the hottest shirts that are guaranteed to get you laid, paid and made. We've got the Marquee Extreme shirt, the Make 'em Say E shirt, and then we got dumb shirts that Skeeter is probably going to promote right now.
Yeah, there's all kinds of fun ones. Like I even got a shirt that Marquee Extreme says is dumb. There's one of us together that says Backyard Bros. There's all kinds of shirts. There's so many to choose from, all these different colors, all these different patterns. I love them all. I wear them all at the same time if it didn't make me pass out.
Yeah, well, you could wear them all at the same time, and I encourage you to, and you won't pass out like Skeeter because he's a little bitch. So march your happy ass right on over to ProWrestlingTees.com/OIM show.
After losing the OVW Heavyweight Championship Wrestling in Florida Championship Wrestling, that's where Ryback then went to. He transformed into his greatest persona yet, Skip Sheffield. Yep. What I do? I love Skip Sheffield. He's a big corn-fed meathead. He's muscle with hustle, and he's got a super awesome hat. Marquee Extreme, can you be teaching me to be more like Skip Sheffield?
There's nothing that I could teach you for you to be like Skip Sheffield. Skip Sheffield, legend in this business, and jacked as hell, fucking talented as fuck, going out there ripping assholes open. Could you do any of that, Skeeter?
I think I'm pretty close to being jacked.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, if I was kidding you, I'd probably tell you some joke about a chicken.
What's your joke about a chicken, Skeeter?
Why a chicken cross the road?
I don't know why, Skeeter. To get to the other side, I get it. I've heard it.
Wait, what?
Fucking idiot. No, you share no similarities to Skip Sheffield.
What'd you say about the chicken?
Why the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. That's the joke. What was your joke?
I was going to say get away from Skip Sheffield because he's probably going to eat them. But that's way better. To get to the other side? What? Because he's on one side of the road. So it goes the other side of the road? Did you write that?
Yeah.
That's a good joke right there.
Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That is a good joke.
I know.
Have you thought about writing a joke book?
I mean, I would, but I stop myself every time because I'm like, you know what? I take myself too seriously to do jokes of any kind.
Do you got any more jokes?
I don't got time for jokes, Skeeter. We're doing a fucking podcast right now, and we need to get back on track.
Okay, so you can't teach me to be more like Skip Sheffield?
There's nothing. What could I do to you? I can't make you jacked. I can't fucking, make you a good wrestler. I can't make you fucking hot as hell, jacked as hell, fucking go. I can't teach you to go rip assholes.
Why can't you jack me?
Because I can't jack anybody else. They got jacked themselves.
But I'm paying you to jack me, so I feel like for my money, you should jack me.
You're not paying me enough.
How much I got to pay you to jack me?
Triple.
Fine,
Extra.
I'll pay you extra to jack me, but I want to get jacked.
Fine. You give me more money this week. I'll jack you. Get you jacked.
Oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to get jacked by Marquee Extreme.
No, well, you wouldn't be the first one.
On February 16, 2010, Skip Sheffield was announced as one of 8 FCW contestants to take part in the first season of WWE's new NXT show. The original version of NXT was when they paired up wrestlers with rookies from FCW with wrestlers who were pros from WWE. Each episode featured the rookies being mentored by the pros as they developed their skills in front of a live audience. In addition to matches, weekly challenges were held during the competition to further test the rookies' physical and mental skills. Skip Sheffield's pro was William Regal, and even with Regal's help, he ultimately only finished in 6th place. So, $1 Million Tough Enough, NXT, that's 2 wrestling game shows that Sheffield lost. Why didn't he just go on Wheel of Fortune?
That's a good question, Skeeter. I mean, if you're going to do any game show, why the fuck would you not Wheel of Fortune or fucking, what's a Bob Barker one? That
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Are you smarter than a 5th grader? There's other easier competitions you want to, if you're just wanting to win a game show, but, I don't know why you wouldn't pick the easy ones.
The Price is Right.
The Price is Right,
What game show would you be on?
Are you smarter than a 5th grader? Because, yeah, I already am for sure.
Did you go to 5th grade?
I didn't need to. I didn't need to. Okay.
Do you think we could play Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader with you at some point?
What, me and you? What are you talking about? Do you have a 5th grader on hand?
Not yet.
The fuck does that mean?
Well, I get one.
Where the fuck? No, don't. Whatever
what grade
you're
is
thinking.
Nicholas in?
Don't fucking do whatever, Skeeter, you're thinking of doing. Like, don't go to the school. Don't try to fucking stay away from the school, Skeeter. How many times do I have to tell you this?
I will post a flyer.
No, even
around
worse.
the school.
Oh no.
And then we'll get 5th graders to show up in the backyard.
Don't you dare put my face on that flyer.
Why wouldn't I? Because you're going to be the one in the competition of being smarter than a 5th
if I
grader.
find out you do this, I'll sue you for defamation.
I didn't poop once today.
Steffication, not decapitation. It's defamation. Fuck off.
On the June 7th episode of WWE Raw, Sheffield and the 7 other NXT participants interfered in the main event match between John Cena and CM Punk, attacking them as well as the announce team and destroying the ring. This group was called the Nexus, and they would continue feuding with Cena over the following weeks, which resulted in a 7-on-7 elimination tag match at the 2010 SummerSlam, where the Nexus lost to Team WWE led by Cena. And in August, Sheffield broke his ankle during a match and then needed 3 surgeries and kept him away from wrestling for over a year until December 2011. Marquee Extreme, that is some pretty bad broken ankles right there and needing those surgeries. Have you ever needed any surgeries?
Fuck no. No, anybody that suggests that I do, any doctor or, medical professional that's always suggested, I said, fuck no, I'll do it myself. I've done several of my own surgeries and, I think I'm doing just fine, right, Skeeter? You've aided
real quick.
You've aided me on some of those surgeries.
That's right. I'm your nurse.
Well, I don't. And when I ask for your help with the surgery, Skeeter, I don't need you to show up in a nurse outfit.
I think if I gotta dress for the job that I want.
Well, I don't want that.
Yeah, but you're the doctor and the patient, so that's not really for you to say.
Okay, fucking ass. What was that? Where's that toot coming from?
As a nurse, I think I'm allowed to wear the nurse uniform.
It's just weird. It just weirds me out.
Well, you should be focusing on your surgery. How many surgeries have you done on yourself now?
It's 4 or 5. I don't remember. There was one of them that I was blacked out most of the time.
Yeah, that was your neck surgery.
Yeah, well, when you get that close to the spinal and all that fucking tendons and nerves and shit, you're going to black out occasionally.
You can do a lot with those little grabby claws because you did a lot with the little... Like you use stuff to get stuff from high shelves. You got a lot done with a scalpel and a grabby claw.
Yeah. It's hard to reach. Some places are hard to reach. So
are you saying doctors are a scam?
I'm not saying that. It's like it's a luxury. I'm saying that it's, if you have all this fucking extra money or you want to waste all this money to have somebody do something you could do yourself, then sure, go for it. But for me, anything I could do myself, I do it myself.
mad respect.
Okay. The fuck was that?
Well, it's either that or I do this. Toe ride.
Okay, anybody tuning in for the first time, potentially, if you've made it this far, without fucking wanting to knock your own self out from listening to Skeeter Skyflyer's idiotness. He's always trying to fucking slip in his catchphrases and bullshit to fucking make money off of me, and he can go fuck himself.
Well, I'm too busy doing a podcast. On April 6, 2012 episode of WWE SmackDown, Sheffield returned, but now as Ryback. Why on God's green flat earth did Skip Sheffield go back to being Ryback?
I mean, why did, Hollywood Hogan go back to Hulk Hogan? He had something so fucking cool and kick ass, And, it's everybody's got to do what they feel is creatively correct or right. Do I think he should have gone away from such a fucking legendary Hall of Fame gimmick, character? I don't think so. But that's just my opinion, Skeeter. What do you think?
Yep. What did I do? Made a mistake is what you did. Because people love Skip Sheffield. They love that he said that catchphrase. Because then you always get to respond. Yeah. Again, the hat, which has been a big influence on my life. I don't know why he'd go away from this.
That's the reason why you started wearing a hat, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that there's a lot of little shitheads like you out there that fucking, started wearing a cowboy hat because of him. And that's, something he's going to have to live with. And, there's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah, he's disappointing everybody all over the world. There's just that hanging over your head. But, okay, I guess let's get into Ryback then. Ryback went on to a 38-match winning streak that ended in a WWE Championship match against CM Punk at Hell in a Cell October 2012, where he lost from a controversial pin by referee Brad Maddox. He failed to capture the title twice more from Punk, first at Survivor Series, and then on the January 7th, 2013 episode of Raw, both times being interfered and attacked by The Shield in their debut. Marquee Extreme, who would you rather join, the Nexus or The Shield?
Wow, that, I don't say this often, Skeeter, but that's a decent question.
Yeah!
Easy. Fuck. Wow. Gun to my head, Skeeter?
Billy Gun?
Never mind. Gun to my head, I would probably have to say The Shield, only because I've always wanted to have a vest outfit like that. That'd be sick.
You should buy a vest.
Okay, so I have just all this fucking vest money. No, I have
saving money on surgeries. Why not?
Well, I put my money towards, things I need, obviously, pre-stocking Twinkies, keeping, putting money into all of my other endeavors.
Like what?
Back at Wrestling Entertainment. Much like Ryback, I have my own supplement line, which this is a perfect opportunity, Skeeter, to talk about that, because ladies and gentlemen, that I have my Marquee Extreme talent enhancement gummies. That's the best thing to get you jacked and increase everything in your life the better that you want. But did you know that we are also soon, once we get FDA approval, we're going to be launching Marquee Extreme Protein. We're going to be launching Marquee Extreme Amino Acids. We're going to be launching Marquee Extreme Sleeping Pills. We're going to be launching Marquee Extreme Testosterone Booster. We're going to be all of these things and so much more. Skeeter, tell them about all of the fine supplements and health shit that you get, that the fans will soon be able to consume as part of Marquee Extreme's getting fucking jacked line.
Well, there's all those products, but one of the products I'm looking forward to most is Marquee Extreme Hand Enhancement Cream. That's right. Are your hands not big enough? Well, Marquee Extreme's Hand Enhancement Cream is going to make your hands grow 3 times in size, guarantee. You apply the cream 3 times a day, and first you're going to see finger growth, and then from there you're going to see some knuckle swells, but then you're going to see some wrist bumps, and it's just going to grow in time. Give it 4 to 6 months for full growth, and you're going to see the biggest hands on your wrist that you've ever seen before with Marquee Extreme's Hand Enhancement Cream.
You have a little weird little hands. No more. You're good. You get the big hands you've always wanted. We must say in the fine print, do not use this cream on your pecker.
Oh yeah.
Do not use this cream on your pecker. Yeah. That. Yep.
Ryback's catchphrase is "Feed me more." Do you think starving children hate Ryback?
I could understand that, because I got to imagine hungry kids out there are fucking, seeing him, feed me more, just shoveling all this food in his, mouth because he is a machine and he requires it. Well, I understand that. I'm exactly the same way. Kids that don't have just ample buffets in front of them can't just shovel food in their mouths, unfortunately. I don't, even though I probably consume the same amount of food that Ryback does, I have to. I don't publicize it like he does with a catchphrase.
Yeah, because he already ate, and he's saying "feed me more."
Yeah, it's gluttony.
Yeah. Now, why do you got to eat so much?
Because I burn so many calories.
How do you burn calories?
Exercise, cardios, fucking working matches, and so much more.
Do you mean Cardi B's?
No, cardios. I've never tried a Cardi B.
I think that's the better version of it as a Cardi
Okay, well,
B's.
I like to keep it in the basics. Cardios, okay?
I want to do Cardi B's. Can we do that as a class?
I have not learned any Cardi B workouts yet.
Okay, well, I hope we do some Cardi B soon. Ryback has a reputation of being dangerous to work with from wrestlers like Dolph Ziggler, Mark Henry, and CM Punk. In November 2014, CM Punk labeled Reeves as a steroid guy and said that wrestling him took 20 years off his life, while also claiming that Reeves purposely broke his ribs. Reeves denied the notion that he is a hazardous wrestler and claimed that he would not be placed in matches with top WWE superstars if he were as unsafe as some have claimed. Marquee Extreme, is being an unsafe wrestler a bad thing?
Fuck no. Isn't the goal out there to go out there and kill all the fuckers? The goal is to go out there and take all the years off your opponent's life. The goal is to go out there and to be unsafe extreme and fucking defeat your opponents at all costs. So for the fact that all these bitches out there that don't know shit about this business, about my business, are coming in here and saying, oh, Ryback's unsafe. Get fucked. Ryback is doing his motherfucking job and he's going out there and he's hurting people. As he's fucking supposed to. I go out there and I hurt people. That's what I get paid to do. Does Ryback hurt people? Yes, because he's supposed to.
I'm glad we cleared that up. Ryback claimed that he hated bullies and vowed to stop CM Punk and anyone else who acted like a bully, but Ryback himself was acting like a bully. Now, for one, I don't like bullies. People that are mean and say awful things to you that make you feel bad, putting you down, taking advantage of you, stealing money from you, and are abusive. I wouldn't put up with a bully in my life. What do you think of bullies, Marquee Extreme?
I don't think you should put up with anything like that, Skeeter. And I'm glad that you don't. I get asked this a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much for you saying that to me. It feels like you're a real friend for pointing that out. And I just want to let you know that I appreciate you for what you said to me, and I feel like this is a good time.
Shut the fuck up. Fuck off. I'm trying to talk. I think that I get asked this a lot, Marquee Extreme, what's your stance on bullies? And I think it's chalk it up, like similar to Ryback, people, we are looked at as heroes. We're looked at as role models. We're looked at as, people that kids want to be. So our opinions on bullies is very important. But you know what, to be truthful, I think that the world needs bullies. Because if it wasn't for bullies, then you wouldn't have fucking champions.
I think that's a great point. And I'm really glad that you and I can share this, and I can come to you as a friend and confide in you that if anybody were to ever be picking on me in my life or trying to hurt me in any way, that you would be there for me.
Blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. What?
Yeah, you're my best friend in the whole world.
No, I'm not your friend, so.
Can we talk about Ryback?
What?
Can we talk about Ryback?
Fuck no, I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, okay. Marquee Extreme, maybe you can clear something up for me. You were a guest on a YouTube show called Mark vs. Mark with a host that looks like Ryback, but it's his brother, Mark for life. Is Ryback K-faking or is he shooting hard?
What? No, that's his fucking brother. And I'm sure that Ryback is probably offended, or Mark is probably offended that you're acting that like he's, what are you assuming here? What are you trying to say?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I didn't know if he's K-faking or if he's shooting hard.
It's kayfabe.
What?
You wouldn't know anything about it anyways. No, it's his brother. And yeah, I had the opportunity a couple months back to sit and talk with his brother. And I think this is a good opportunity to jump to that clip in the vault with me and Mark for live.
From the vault.
No, but this is what you and I have been doing for years on Instant Messenger.
We haven't even seen this is our first time actually even seeing each other.
So we had the idea the other day. Let's do what we've been doing for years on YouTube, and I think it's a genius idea.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were fat. You're not. You look good.
I'm not. I take my fitness very seriously. You have a personality. I mean, it's a compliment. You have a personality of a fat guy. Like when we talk, I never, texting and Reddit and all that. That's a good thing, though. You develop the personality, and I look at you, you're in good shape. I'm not that. I mean, I'm no Ryback, but I'm trying to get there. I run a shake weight class every Wednesday, so I take my fitness very seriously.
I really like that championship, though. How many times have you defended that a lot?
I'm 15 plus years undefeated. I have a little book that I keep all my victories in, but it's over 1,000 victories.
What's your finishing move?
I take a steel chair and I bash my opponent over the head repeatedly until they pass out. It gets the job done, right?
You wouldn't last long in the WWE with all that concussion stuff. You wouldn't even have a finisher.
There are a bunch of wussies up there, but
you have to get a new finisher. That's dangerous.
They can make me get a new finisher. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
Well, there you have it, Skeeter. That was me and Ryback's fucking real brother, Mark for life, and just two Marks just shooting the shit.
Who won?
What?
It's called Mark versus Mark. Who won?
Well, that's just the name. Obviously, if we were to ever get in an actual fight, I would beat that little bitch up. But no, it was not a fight. It was a conversation.
Is Ryback a Goldberg ripoff or an Ultimate Warrior ripoff?
Well, I don't know that he's a ripoff of any, but I think that I think he's the first Ryback, Skeeter. Okay, like me, am I a ripoff of anybody, would you say?
Maybe New Jack.
No. Wow. Let's take that out. Let's go back because I don't want any of that slippery slope to happen. No, Skeeter, I'm the first Marquee Extreme. Okay.
But I said you kind of remind me of New Jack.
Oh, you know what? Fuck it. How the fuck do I remind you of New Jack? Whom is a very attractive, talented man. So I understand that similarity, but other than that, I don't see it.
Well, you have the death of Junkyard Frog on your hands. Not that you did it directly, but still died. And New Jack has some people that are dead.
Yeah.
And you're Extreme. He's extreme. He jumps off of things high up in the air. You jump off things high in the air.
Yeah.
Also, you came out to that same song that he came out to in ECW for a while.
Whoa.
You did, and you sang along with it.
No. Stop. Take all this out, Skeeter. Take the whole fucking thing out. Take it all out.
The whole episode?
No, just all of the New Jack stuff. I'm terrified of this guy. I can't let him find out about this shit ever, Skeeter. And he has fucking Twitter. You realize that? You realize how easy it would be for some fucking skid mark listening to go tweet New Jack audio clip of the shit that you've fucking created on this podcast?
Well, you wanted me to get all the stuff. Like, that's why I'm asking questions about Ryback being a ripoff, because you're like, oh, take what the internet says and put it out there, and then I can talk about it all and address it. And then talking about like New Jack, that Hardcore Legends and you, and maybe make these potential matchups for future Backyard Wrestling Entertainment events.
I can, like I said, Skeeter, and this is all to be removed. I'm terrified of New Jack, and I can't perform with him because I can't know for sure that, he won't go out there and beat my ass to a fucking pulp.
See, that's very likely. He'd probably stab you too.
Right. Okay, so this can't go out. Nothing
Especially
more.
If he knew about you singing that song back then, and there's that word in there. You're not supposed to say that word.
Shh. Stop.
So what do you want me to take out?
Let's move forward. Whatever the next thing is we're talking about.
Okay. I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3. We weren't talking about New Jack, but now what we are talking about is the only WWE title that Ryback has ever won was the Intercontinental Championship that, Skeeter's little known fact, New Jack has never won it. So that's tied that little bow
segment
up right there.
New segment, pointless information that makes no reason for Skeeter to bring up.
Ryback won it in an Elimination Chamber match by beating Sheamus, Dolph Ziggler, R-Truth, King Barrett, and Mark Henry. Why didn't Ryback win more championships?
There's lots of reasons why that happened. Maybe somebody isn't good enough. Maybe, they're a little bitch. Maybe they didn't grab the ball, the brass balls. I'm not saying that was Ryback, but I'm not saying it isn't either. If I was in WWE, you tell me that I wouldn't go out there in the middle of the main event when fucking Roman is wrestling whoever the fuck, and you tell me I wouldn't just barge my happy ass on out there and I'd say, this is now my match. And I'd go up and I'd whisper to Roman as we'd be shaking hands because he has so much respect for me before the match. I would shake his hand. I'd pull him close. I'd whisper in his ears, like, you're going down for the count, bitch. This is my fucking business. And you can suck my asshole, you fuck, because I'm going to win the belt tonight. I'd say all that to him. And then a little tear of fear would come out of Roman's eye. And then, he'd do my job.
All right.
Not a thing.
That's laying it down right there. That's pretty cool. I guess that's why Ryback didn't win more championships, because he didn't do anything like that.
Right. Well, maybe Ryback should take some advice from a champ.
That's you.
That's me.
Would you ever fight Ryback for a Backyard Wrestling Entertainment Championship?
If the money's right, I
don't know. How much would you pay Ryback?
Well, I wouldn't pay him. No, I'm saying if the money was right for me,
Oh.
But, the money's got to be right for me to come out of retirement. And, but I think that's a match people would want to see. Me whoop that Ryback bitch ass. Take that out, Skeeter. He's a fucking jacked motherfucker, and he'd probably kick my ass, so I don't want him to hear that. Let's take that back. 3, 2, 1.
He's a big guy. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Ryback would beat you up, so you definitely shouldn't be calling him
now
all
I have
those
to
words.
now we have to retake it again. 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I'll leave all the stuff out about it. Ryback he'd probably play you like an accordion.
Okay, fuck. We got to keep redoing it every time you say it. So when I say 3, 2, 1, Skeeter, don't say
1,
shit.
2,
say nothing, okay?
I wouldn't say that word because that's a swear.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Ryback.
Ryback
Beat you up.
Oh my
I
God.
agree.
Fuck it. Forget it. Fucking, you ruin every fucking episode. You know, these audio files should be going into fucking museums and we're not eligible because you fuck them up every time.
What'd I do?
You were born. You were created, I should say.
Do you think I can use Skip Sheffield's catchphrase now that he's not using it? Can we get permission from him?
You don't have to get permission. If someone's not using something, you can use it.
So why don't you act like The Rock?
I do some nights.
Oh, that's true.
If The Rock's not on TV using his catchphrase, I can legally use his catchphrases. We sell shirts with at our shows, not on Pro Wrestling Tees, but we sell at shows shirts that have like fucking NWO logos on them and fucking all kinds of shit. What's wrong with that?
Can you do the people's eyebrow right now? It looks like your eye's about to fall out of your face.
No, it doesn't. I'm doing it. It looks cool, right?
The eyebrow looks good, but your eye looks like it's going to fall out of your head.
No, it doesn't. I look fucking hot as hell.
Ryback has his own nutritional supplements, Feed Me More Nutrition, for sale on his very own website, feedmemore.com. Sells protein powder, fat burner, and even towels. Marquee Extreme, I know you've had issues in the past with Ryback's nutrition, and that's why you now sell Marquee Extreme's talent enhancement gummies and all those other products that you mentioned earlier in the show. Marquee Extreme, have you indeed ever used Ryback's Feed Me More Nutrition? And if so, what happened?
Well, I have experimented with his, nutrition line before I created my own, just to test the market. And, I try everything and anything. And, if it says health on it, then I take it seriously and I'd give it a try. But what it made me realize is like, oh, this shit is awesome. This shit fucking is making me feel good. I tried the fat burner. I lost weight. I did the fucking, the pre-workout and I got fucking pumped, and fucking the sleep aid made me sleep like a fucking titty baby. Like I haven't slept in years.
Yeah.
Stay out of my room at night. What it made me realize is that I want to steal all his recipes. And if what I've always said is somebody's doing something, Skeeter, steal their idea and make it better. So I that's what we're doing with the Marquee Extreme's talent enhancement line, where we've taken all Ryback's ideas and we're just pumping them with more shit, basically making them better.
I mean, that's a good way to go. I agree with what you say, that if someone else is doing something, you take it and you make it better and you make more money than they do.
Mm-hmm. That's the American dream.
But I'd love to see you two work together.
I wouldn't be opposed to that if, the like I said, I'm all about the money, Skeeter. If the money's right and we can do like some kind of cross promotion, like product line, I'm sure he'd want that. He probably needs the rub from someone like me, so I'd rub Ryback in a heartbeat and give him, the boost that he needs.
I hope so. And I hope everybody out there really wants to see you rub Ryback.
Yeah. Well, tweet us if you want it.
Well, this has been a great episode talking all about Ryback, and be sure to check out not only this show on Dragon Wagon Radio, check out other shows like KoiCast, where comic book and pop culture aficionado Koi Jandro tackles all of the geek culture news and week-to-week releases in comics, movies, and television, interviews, press, reviews, recommendations, and altogether geeky conversations. Hey, have you heard about that? You've heard about that Zack Ryder Justice League?
No, I have not watched the Zack Ryder Justice League cut yet, but I've heard great things. You know what else I've heard great things about, Skeeter Skyflyer?
What's that?
Our mega On Your Mark live stream event happening the Tuesday night after WrestleMania, April 13th, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. Everything that you used to love about Question Mark Live is now jacked up with some goddamn Ryback, some Marquee Extreme talent enhancement gummies. It's 2 hours, surprises, and Well, we're working on some special guests. Skeeter, have you heard anything about those guys yet?
Yeah. Eric Bischoff left a voicemail where he just laughed the whole time.
What? He called back?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why didn't you let me answer the phone?
Because you said no calls right now. I'm pooping.
You should have told me it was Eric Bischoff. But yes, April 13th, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. It is On Your Mark Live. Once a month, we're giving you a mega live stream event, unlike anything you've ever seen before. And it's the Tuesday night after WrestleMania, so you better be there. It's the Xtreme stream, baby.
In closing, Ryback's WWE theme is called Meat on the Table. What kind of meat is it?
I gotta imagine it's some kind of pastrami or ham, more likely. He seems like a ham kind of guy.
Yeah, you think it's ham on the table?
Yeah, probably. He's, like I said, he seems like a guy that just loves some good old slab of ham.
That's good. I'm glad it's not gobbledygook or meat.
Uh-huh.
Well, thank you so much for listening, everybody. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. Bye-bye.
Dragon Wagon.